Taurus, what up? I had to start this video over because I was missing a date on the daggone planets that are in y'all's sign this month. I just had 13. So first of all, today is the 12th of January. And Uranus is currently, I believe, retrograde and will be going direct, stationary direct on the 13th, which is tomorrow, after the full moon. So that's like gonna be something for you as far as where you are, as far as your confidence. Uranus is the inventiveness, and Mars, which is in your sign until March 3rd, is the confidence. So it's like February is going to give you this time to kind of go over this personality or this new thing that you have invented, this new thing about you that will be able to be portrayed by you in the next coming months, especially after Mars comes and goes. You're gonna have that time to deal with these things that you haven't been feeling confident about. So have you not been feeling confident about something? Have you been feeling like low in the spirits? What is it? Is it money? Is it love? What is it? And what have you been doing to kind of bring that back around to be able to change it and make the changes that you need so you can have the confidence that you need to get the things that you want? And then what do you want? Or was that the thing that you wanted? That confidence in a certain aspect of your life. So let's get into it. We'll be doing a reading on just first a general reading. Then we will get into a financial, career, and home reading, and then we'll do a little bit of a love reading. First off, let me show you the cards I like to use. I like to use my Minor Witch Tarot for the general, my Deviant Moon Tarot for the financial, career, and home life, and then I like to use my Tarot Sexual Magic for the love. And then I like to end it with pulling cards from the Goddess Knowledge deck. And then I like to use my Chinese Fortune 6 at the end. So let's get into it. Let's get this popping. This confidence. This confidence. So it looks like maybe some of you are a little butthurt about maybe old relationships, and I don't think that they have to be strictly love. I just think it's just a relationship in general. It looks like maybe more than one relationship kind of went up in flames. It could be family, friends, lover, whatever, but it looks like that kind of went up in flames and kind of knocked you off your high horse, which is where where you are on the inside. It's nothing wrong with being on your high horse when you know that you got it going on. So it looks like you're kind of at odds with this feeling, or this ending, or this argument, or this fight. Did some of you get into like a physical fight? Like, did y'all like beat somebody up, and was it over money? Now see, this looks like your emotions are all over the place. So maybe it's like you were kind of already dealing with your own stuff, your own life, your own problems, your own, like I said earlier, confidence, your own inventiveness, and the things that you were already working on, and somebody kind of came and fucked it up for you, and that kind of threw you off your path. So it looks like what needs to happen is you kind of just need to cut your losses. Feel the feelings that you need to feel all the feels, feel whatever it is that you need to feel to kind of get over whatever it is that happened. And then your time will like come. It's going to take a while, maybe. If you're comfortable with talking over the things that you need to, with yourself. But I feel like once you're able to talk about those things with yourself, your judgment or your outcome will be you being able to handle things like this in the future. If your inventiveness or your confidence is supposed to, I don't know, give you like this new perspective and like this new, not personality, but this new trait in your life where you won't let people walk over you. Cause it seems like maybe you take people back after things like disrespect. But it looks like this kind of did the shit in. So on top of you doing, the new things that you need to do to become this new person that you want to become. So I think maybe what might have happened is somebody might have been a little jealous. Somebody might have been a little jealous and seeing you work on your stuff and being able to give to other people rather than just giving to this one person that you might have gotten into this thing with, or these two people that you got into something with. So I think that they kind of just are used to you giving to them and them only. And so they're being a little selfish. And that's kind of what caused them to have this inner conflict with, whatever it is that you're working on, because they're so wrapped up in you that they won't even, get wrapped up in themselves. They are not balanced. They're only, they're trapped by what they think is balanced, and what was balanced to them was you giving to them. That was balancing them out. So you not doing that for them and them alone means that they see the ending coming to them being this end all be all of your life and controlling your life. And that means that you'll have options now. You'll have options to, right your wrongs, and they know that they're a wrong and that they won't have control over you anymore. So yeah, you definitely need to cut whoever these people or this person is off, or do what's best for you in this situation. But I say you just keep having at it. If you gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, and do for you and not do for them, but not really tell them that you're not doing for them, or make them think that you are when you're really not, then that's just what you have to do. But I feel like the only thing is that you take these people back all the time. So the judgment that's going to come is only going to come if you do this for yourself and not for these other people. So you can't let people kind of just say what they want to do, what they want in your life. That's not how shit works. sometimes good karma points racks up on what you do for other people, but they really rack up on what you do for yourself. So definitely take that into mind. Definitely keep that on your sphincter, your head, your keister, whatever. Like, don't, honey, allow anybody to pummel you out of your TD, your touchdown, your goal. So be careful with these people and whatever it is that they got going on in their life, and be careful with what you give to them, because especially if you're giving it for nothing. I know you're a loving person, and you know Venus is in your sign, and you know all that good stuff, and you guys are very loving people, and you know, but I feel like this is unhealthy for you to allow somebody to come in and just kind of change your whole perspective about yourself because you didn't do for them. You not doing for them has nothing to do with you. You doing for you has everything to do with you. So yeah. So let's get into this financial, career, and home, which I feel like we already did home, so we'll just focus on the finance and the career. So yeah, looks like many decisions need to be made about this work-life balance, I think. Or at least that's what I think I'm hearing. Work-life balance. It seems like either there's like a love situation at work, or your love life is getting in the way of work. But I feel like once you kind of know how to separate your maybe outside emotions from your in-work emotions, there'll be a lot less conflict, and you'll be able to really focus on kind of making shit a good deal. Don't make it to where it's a point where you have to finesse your job into thinking that you're actually doing your job when you know that you're not. I see a lot of finessing and becoming good at not doing a bad job at keeping your job. Because eventually somebody's going to catch on. Somebody's going to see that you're just, you know, just putting on a show, just kind of not really there. So I don't know if maybe somebody is in an abusive relationship and it's hard to keep up with work, or if somebody is just like you just don't like your job, your heart is just not in it. But regardless of what the situation is, you're gonna have to keep those things separate unless they have some type of programs for you, or anything like that. Programs for your circumstances, where they can help you. Then this just isn't the time to really be playing around right now and kind of, you know, being funky about your job or being funky about your finances. This is another, if you have to rob Peter to pay Paul, then so be it. So be it. Because at the end of the day, your options with this situation, whether it's work or your finances, is only going to happen if you are just like doing all this craziness. It's like you're like gonna create this standard for yourself where they only expect you to do, I don't know what it is exactly that you're doing, but they're only going to expect you to do this thing. So when it is time for you to kind of, figure out what it is that you want to do within your job or within your finances or whatever, you're not even going to be able to do it because you're fucking it up. So this could be financials too, because it's like, it's the same with credit. Like if you're, fucking up your credit now, you're not going to be able to, buy a house or get a loan or, so don't let your love life or your family life or your love for something kind of get in the way of the finances and the stuff that you have going on. It's the same with the planets in your sign. Don't let, this love for something or your love life or whatever get in the way of this new inventiveness, because in the future you're not gonna be able to strike gold with this, whatever it is that you're doing. There is no striking gold. It ain't even no death popping out. It's just the devil just coming in to fuck up your plans, and you think it's gonna come and it's really the fuck not, and it's really gonna set you back. Don't set yourself back. Don't set yourself back. You need to chill out. Things come and go, but you have the power to kind of stop yourself from being in these real shit situations where you're not getting what it is that you need from the situations that you tell yourself that you don't want to be in. So it's like, if you tell yourself that you don't want to be in these situations, or you see that this situation is about to turn to shit, then it's either you're going to turn over a new leaf or you're just going to let it play out. And if you let it play out, you're not going to get what you want in the end, and you're not going to get it when you need it. You're not going to get it when you need it if you don't work for it. You're going to get it when the universe gives it to you. And in that moment, when you need it, is when you will have the opportunity to have that confidence, because you put in the work that you needed to put in, and you turned over that new leaf that you need to turn over to, to bring out that inventiveness, to show that new perspective and to act on it. So yeah, if you don't get whatever it is that you need out of your life, or out of your mind, or out of, I hear your life, then it's not gonna be looking good for you, boo. It's not gonna be looking good. So let's get into this love reading. So I'm seeing the world, but I'm also seeing somebody thinking that they have the world because they are able to manipulate somebody. Either you manipulating someone else, or someone else manipulating you. And it's good to, feel loved because someone is giving you something that you want. But is it really that good if it's not being reciprocated on either end? If you're not reciprocating what this person wants, if you're not giving them what they need, because then are you really receiving what you want? Because what I'm seeing is, what's going to happen is, whoever is being a manipulator is basically what's going to happen is when you're manipulating someone, or when you're, how can I say this? When you're being manipulated by someone, it's like you have the control. When you're being manipulated by someone, you have the control over this person because they're a narcissist. They need you to give them what it is that they want because they can't go out and get it for themselves. So if you're being manipulated, you have to know that you have the power. If you're doing something that you don't want to do, you have to know that you have the power to say no. Because saying no means that they're not getting what they want. And that's what you, in this situation, need, is for them to not get what they want. You need to throw them off their balance, because that once they don't feel like they are able to manipulate you, then you won't be the person that they want to manipulate anymore. And that's exactly what you need. And as much as you think that you love this person, maybe this person don't love you. No. Because the only thing they're doing is pushing you into somebody else's hands, into somebody else something. I don't give it's like somebody's like waiting to not be manipulated anymore, instead of taking control of the situation and not doing what this person asked you to do. Okay, you're being manipulated into giving them money. That means that you have control over how much money they have. You have control over if they have money or not. And baby, you could say no. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to take this matter into your own hands and do all this crazy ass mess. But you do need to say no for you, though. Because you have emotions. You have needs. You have shit that you gotta buy. So you can't allow people to just come in and manipulate you and tell you what you're gonna do for them. Or you can't manipulate people and tell them what they're gonna do for you. Because like I said, they have the power over you if you're being a manipulator. Because once they tell you no, what you gonna do? But sit there and have a hissy fit and then start the narcissistic bull and telling them how they're wrong and they're this and they're that and blah, blah, blah. Like, what is that really going to do? Nothing. That's not going to do nothing but give them more ammo to leave, or give you more ammo to leave if you're the one being manipulated. But are you willing? That's the thing. Are you willing to leave this person the fuck alone? It's just like, it looks like some of y'all are just like really, I don't know, like this is like a low-key kink for y'all. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you people, but stop fetishizing being manipulated or being manipulative. That shit's not cute. Especially when it can put somebody in danger. They can put somebody in fucking danger. In all types of facets of life. You're not doing them, but giving them more reasons to take control. It's like it's going to be, if you don't do something about it, it's just going to be this back and forth of all this bullshit. Back and forth with who's manipulating who's doing this, who's in charge today, who's doing all this unhealthy ass shit that's not no good for nobody. Because at the end of the day, it ain't gonna do nothing but kill the both of y'all. It's just gonna land. Knife is just gonna land right on y'all. And everything's just gonna turn to shit. And nothing is gonna be the same. The shit seems like it's cute, but it's really gonna put you into an emotional frenzy, an emotional tizzy. It's just going to put you somewhere where you just don't want to be. Don't be a manipulator. Don't let anybody manipulate you. I feel like that's all I can really say. Because then if you're being manipulated back to these planets, are you even being the person that you want to be? Are you being the person that you want to be loved by, this person that you thought of in your mind? I'm pretty sure you're not thinking of somebody who wants someone who is manipulated, or who always has a story about somebody who was manipulated by so-and-so, or, oh, my ex-boyfriend manipulated me, my ex-girlfriend manipulated me, or, yeah, I was really mean to them, I was such a narcissist. Like, that's not cute. This shit is not cute. Be strong. Be steadfast. Strong and steadfast. Strong, steadfast, inventive, and confident. Okay? Because can nobody with confidence be manipulated? Who gonna check you, Bill? For real. Manipulated by who? Manipulated by who and why? Why? Why are we being manipulated? What is going on? What do they need that they need to feel like you need to be manipulated into giving them what they want? Because they know that it's something that you wouldn't even give them if you were confident. If you invented this confidence, you wouldn't need to be manipulated. You wouldn't need to ask them for something that you could give to yourself or that they can give to themselves. Why are you the only person who can do this for this person? Because you're able to be manipulated. So let's not do that to ourselves. Let's not squander the hard work that we already put in. Let's not squander the inventiveness that we've been working on that's going to end tomorrow. It's going to end tomorrow. Because when it ends tomorrow, and all we have left, or what is it? Yeah, when the inventiveness ends tomorrow and it's stationary, the only thing that you'll have to really look at is the confidence. You already know what you did to invent and to create and to renew this new thought, this new persona, this new personality trait, this worked on personality trait. We already know what we already did to get here. So now that it's stationary, retrograde, now that it's not going anywhere and it's sitting there because there's nothing else to invent, are we going to have the confidence to do it? Mars is going to be in our sign until March. So are we going to have the confidence to do it? Are we going to squander everything that we worked for because we want to be manipulated, or, we don't want to deal with our stuff outside of work and separate it from the stuff that we got into work, and we don't want to end the bad relationships that we have with other people? Are we going to let all that stuff get in the way of our lives? Is your question for you, for y'all. So I pulled a Goddess Knowledge card and we pulled the Sphinx. The Sphinx is an ancient moon goddess, the goddess of birth and death. Part animal, part human, she remains connected to her deep instinctual nature. Most stories emphasize her aspect as a death goddess who carries the dead to the underworld. Often portrayed as a lion, she shares in the solar and regal symbolism of that animal. Her role as an oracular deity given to enigma and riddles points to her as a keeper of the great mystery, a symbol of strength, wisdom, and royal power. She reminds us that nothing comes to creation without some destruction, and that sometimes to solve a mystery you must enter the darkness. This image reminds us that there is beauty even in the heart of which that terrifies. If it terrifies you to be alone, baby, maybe you should do it. What terrifies you this month? What is terrifying you and keeping you from your confidence? Okay. I'll just do one. So we got 30. Which I don't know why I do that, because I'm like, y'all can't see. It's backwards. All right. Your luck for today. Today is good for luck, it seems, and very good for business schemes. Your fortune. A life that's given to serious things, no sentimental side. Your time is a slave to business cares, and nature kind does hide. Someone seeks revenge for an imaginary wrong. Your love wish, no. Business wish, yes. So what are you wishing, girl? Or boy. He, she, they, girl. What are you wishing? Is it for the benefit of what you've been working on? Are you wishing for what you've been working on to be fruitful? Are you going to be fruitful? Because only you can tell yourself if you're going to be fruitful. Only you can see fruitfulness for yourself. And we need to see that for ourselves as people. Because everybody has a goal. Everybody has something that they want to do. But only some people will work on it. And you were working on it. So all that time, all that work, all that time put in, what are we going to do? I hate to ask questions, open-ended questions at that. But I feel like these questions need to be answered. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? So I hope that this resonates. I hope this helps. I hope this does something for somebody. I hope this opens the line for more questions. And in turn answers more questions. Because the more questions answered, the better things will be. And the more you know. Put that with the star going across. The more you know. The more you know. So again, thank you very much for letting me do your reading today. Thank you for letting me into your life and into your light. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your February and the rest of your 2021. Please come back for March readings, because those will be Zanzalling. And you have a great one, an awesome one, a tremendous one. I don't know any other like great words. An ecstatic one. A blissful one. An enigmatic one. An effervescent one. Period. Bye.